Joshua Bloom here from Emotionally Free TV. Today's episode, Breaking Free from Migraine Headaches. I am so excited to share this information with you because we are going to really delve in deep into the migraine headaches today. So let's get started. Coming up, discover the healing secrets to rid yourself from migraine headaches. End your suffering from physical pain that's preventing you from living your best life. Pain release exercise. Quickly shift your energy through an awesome pain release guided connection and instantly let go of the pain that holds you back. Today on Emotionally Free TV.
Here he is now, Joshua Bloom.
So we have a special offer running this week to come to New York City and engage with me directly and learn a brand new modality and take your healing to another level where you can become a practitioner. So we are ending this special tomorrow, so this is the time to go for it, to come and join me. The program's called Ignite Your Healing Powers, and you can see the offer at www.igniteyourhealing.com. Again, that's www.igniteyourhealing.com. Come and join me. It will be awesome, I promise you. Your shift matters. I am working on getting this book done with these group of authors that are amazing, and it's going to be so powerful. I just handed in my free gift. So every author is offering a free gift, which is really powerful. So each author will offer you something that could help you move forward in your life. So stay tuned for more information about that. Okay, truth time. How am I doing with the show? Are you learning a lot? Are you creating transformations for yourself? What's happening for you? Well, first of all, I'd love to hear more about it, so definitely comment below. And now, take the time in this moment to drop a 1 if you're noticing improvement in your healing. Drop a 1 right now and let me know, because I just want to hear from you. And if you have time later, please take the time and let me know how I'm doing. I want to be able to do and create and have the best show for you. Let's make this amazing. Today's show, we're talking about migraine headaches. Migraine headaches, when I had them, were really horrible for me. They were the worst thing that I had to deal with. And little did I know there were things that were causing the migraines that I had no idea about. I'm going to share those secrets with you today. So let's get started and let's connect with our conversation with Anza Goodbar. Hi, Anza. Today we're going to be talking about migraine headaches. I'm really excited to talk about this subject because I personally used to get migraine headaches on sometimes a daily basis, but certainly a weekly or monthly basis, and they were so bad. I can't even describe them as fully as they really happened. I mean, I would get so sick. I would be out in a bed for 24 hours. I wouldn't be able to function for that 24 hours. The pain in my head would be so bad that it would be like my head was in a vice and it was just squishing in. And on top of that, I would be throwing up like for at least the first 3 hours of the migraine headache, if not longer. And then I would suffer, and many times it would just come back again. So even while I was having the migraine, it would just show up again, and I would go through the cycle again. And then usually within 24 hours, I would be kind of okay, but then I would kind of have this remnants of a headache and the feeling as if I just was run over by a truck. It was so bad that I really needed to do something about it. So I did, and I shifted my migraine headaches so that I don't get them anymore. And
Right.
that's such a powerful transformation for me because they've plagued me for so many years. Now, I sometimes get a little bit of a tinge of one, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to release it, whereas before I wasn't able to release it at all.
Okay.
And it's now more of a sign. It says to me, hey, you really didn't get enough sleep. You need to take care of it. So,
Right.
but I don't stop functioning and I don't get the pounding headache anymore. It's
Mm-hmm.
just sort of, I get the warning like it's time to slow down. So
Right.
the body and I are working together now, whereas before the body and I were really fighting. I mean, the migraine itself was a trauma. And all of a sudden, whatever I was doing, I'd have to immediately stop and go home and go to bed for 24 hours. And sometimes I wasn't in a place where I could just go home so easily. So it
Right.
was scary because I didn't know when it was going to show up. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like I was like waiting. Okay, is it coming? Is it coming? Is it going to get me today?
Right.
So there was also this fear that I was going to have a migraine headache, and I'd be scared about it all the time. So all of that is gone, thank God.
Good. Good.
But and all due to quantum energy transformation, which I use to release my migraine headaches. So it's been amazing. So,
Mm.
um, have you ever had migraine headaches?
Well, in fact, I was sitting here reliving my sophomore year in high school because I was plagued with them. And just like you said, feeling like a vice was just going and my brain was just going to implode. But, along with the symptoms that you shared, I also had incredible sensitivity to light.
Oh, me too. Mhm.
Even with my eyes closed, even in a dark room,
Oh yeah.
even with my little face mask on, light
Mhm.
still seemed to be able to get in. And also sensitivity to my skin. My
Oh.
skin just hurt, and to
Oh
touch it
wow.
would be like fire almost. It was
Oh
just
wow.
awful. And um, I don't remember the drugs that the doctors gave me, but I had blue pills that I took when the migraine was in full force because I was so non-functional. And usually it was a 3-day thing. And then I had a pink pill that I took if I felt like a migraine was going to start.
Oh.
And if I took it soon enough, I would just end up with that naggy headache,
Mhm.
and it wouldn't be a full-fledged migraine. But oh my goodness, I had about 15 months, when I was like 15 and 16, that were just almost intolerable. I was very interested in quantum healing and how that could maybe affect a different outcome for me, that maybe I would be able to get rid of migraines, once and for all. And I know that you've shared that through quantum healing, you're able to release allergies, which if that's truly, the culprit for my migraines, we'd be killing two birds with one
Yeah,
stone, you know?
exactly.
So everybody I know has migraines. Everybody,
Mm.
men and women, young and old, some more severe than others, but it's something that takes you out of life.
Yeah,
It
really
really
good.
does. You just can't participate and be the best you that you can be when you have a migraine. And that affects every aspect of our lives, from parenting to friendships to the ability to work well and hold down a job for some people. So I wanted to ask you, what exactly is a migraine? It sounds like you and I have had a very similar experience. Are there other factors that might plague people as well?
Well, a migraine headache is where your vessels in your body just start to squeeze like this. And they get
Mm-hmm.
really, really tight. And actually, we could do an exercise that will show you how that happens in the body. So just take your hand like this and just crinkle it down really tight. Just crinkle it down really tight like a fist. Make it really, really strong. Now hold that fist and don't change it. Just hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it.
Does it help if you make that scrunchy face?
Yes, we use the scrunchy face. Okay, good. So now don't open your hand yet. Turn your hand like this.
Uh-huh.
And now open it very slowly as if you could, well, I can't see your hand, so move it a little higher.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
there we go. And just open
Okay.
it very slowly, like very, very slowly. You feel it?
Uh-huh.
You feel how it kind of hurts opening?
Yes.
And it's really terrible? Okay.
Yes.
if you're watching us and doing this with us, you can feel it too. That's
Yes.
what's happening. So your vessels are closing so tight, and then it opens slowly, and then so it hurts to open
It
again.
does. It
And when
does.
it opens, it actually causes that headache that we feel, and many times feel nauseous and have what you said, skin sensitivities and all
Right.
sorts of things. Some people get the visual before, like if someone took a picture of you,
Right.
you see the
Oh,
flashes. You know,
right.
um, actually, people who
Mm.
get the flashes. Not everybody gets the flashes, by the way. If you get the flashes, you actually get a warning before it's going to hit. So
Oh,
the benefit of this is
right.
that you can do something about it once you get the flashes. But some people just get the headache and it's like up too late. They didn't even know they were getting it. So if
Right.
you get the flashes, I know that seems like a bad thing, but actually it's a good thing in many ways. One of the things that's important to know about migraine headaches is that it is caused by triggers, and red wine tends to be another one of those triggers, and same with peanut butter.
No kidding.
Yes, so people who are
Oh,
eating peanut butter or having red wine,
right.
those can be triggers for
Interesting.
migraine headaches, but I can tell you that anything could be a trigger.
Mhm.
If you look into the sun and see when you look into the sun, you kind of see the flashes because it's like getting your picture taken again,
Right.
and that in itself can be a
Be a
trigger.
trigger.
Thinking about an emotional instance can be a trigger.
Right.
So anything can be a trigger, but look at, if you have migraine headaches, look at what happens sort of right before you have it. I mean,
Right.
are you doing something like you were saying, you took the milk away and then you brought the milk back in and there it
Mm.
showed up that way. So at
Right.
least you can see what the triggers are that
Mhm.
create the headache. And that's a very powerful thing. So basically a migraine headache is tension from the vessels squeezing and opening slowly. And
Okay.
I don't know, if you do it and you really go very, very slow, you can really feel just in your hand, and that's what's happening in your head.
Your head. Right. Oh, that makes sense. So I don't want to discount the men out there who suffer from migraines, but I know that most of your community is comprised of women. And so we want to know, why do women get migraine headaches? What's the difference? Why are we so susceptible?
Well, I think women generally tend to be more emotional than men do,
Mm.
on a generalized, generalized statement.
What are you saying, Joshua?
Uh, well, I tend to be more emotional than most men, so I don't know. But anyway, so when we are more emotional, we would have more emotional triggers. And
Mm.
so therefore we're more likely to get migraine. So if you're more emotional, which women tend to be, you would get more emotional, you might have more emotional triggers, which means you might get migraines more easily or be more susceptible to them. It is commonly known that women more than men get migraines, although men get them too, it's more common in women. And
Mhm.
I think that's the reason why.
Right.
When it comes to migraine headaches, it's important to realize that migraines stem from an identity issue. And people
Really?
who get migraines don't really know who they are.
Wow, that's deep.
It is. And so this is a powerful invitation, really, is that if that's you, if you feel like you don't really know who you are, you really can't access that, then this episode is for you, because it's so powerful to understand that when you shift your identity, you shift who you are being, then the migraines go away. And in other words,
Hmm.
you become a person that no longer requires the migraine. Now,
Right.
migraines have wonderful benefits. I know that's crazy,
Oh,
but they
well, share
do.
it with us. We want to know.
Migraines are really not a bad thing. I know they plague us and take us out of life and make us feel like we want to, I don't know, hang over a clothespin, What, not a
A
clothespin.
clothesline?
A clothesline. I don't think I want to hang over a clothespin. But hang over a clothesline.
Right, right.
And be like, just set me free, you know. But they actually are useful. And so the reason that many people get migraines is because they're not grounded. You see, a migraine headache does two things.
Right.
Grounds you into your body very strongly, I might add.
Right.
And it takes away fear.
Yeah, because you just don't care at that point.
Well, you can't. Well, no. Yes and no. Because it grounds you so strongly. The fear goes away. So a lot of times people feel fear, and because they were feeling fear so much, they get the migraine, and magicadabra, the body has resolved your fear issue, at least for the moment.
Right, right.
And so, think about that. If you're experiencing a lot of fear in your life and you're getting migraines, that might be a connection. So that's another benefit, is that it grounds you. So it gets you back inside your body. So many times people get migraine headaches because they're living all up here in their head.
Right.
And so, in quantum energy transformation, what is the first thing that we teach you is to get out of your head and back into your body. Right. And that's exactly what we teach you to release migraine headaches. If you're going to let go of your migraines and not have them anymore, you can't be living up here. Right. If you're living up here, how much tension are you putting when your attention is all up here? Right. So you're creating the migraine by being out of body, so to speak. And that causes a big problem.
So are there any other things that women can do besides staying in their body and being grounded to prevent migraines from coming on?
Absolutely. Well, let me answer a slightly different question, because this could be very helpful. If you feel like you get migraines, stay away from caffeine.
Right.
Stay away from caffeine, because migraine headaches caffeine, well, here's why. Caffeine itself can open up those blood vessels that are constricting.
Right.
Okay. So caffeine is very useful in doing that. But if you have caffeine in your system, then it doesn't work when you have the migraine. So it makes it less effective, the caffeine. So don't do caffeine as a regular thing, and use the caffeine to instantly release your migraine. And if you abstain from caffeine, when you take caffeine, because your body doesn't normally have it, it will really activate inside your body and get rid of the migraine. So for those people that are really down and out and don't have any other recourse, and you need something to work, a cup of coffee, when you don't have it normally, will totally change the migraine and keep you functional instead of dead, throwing up.
Right. Which is always a bonus.
Yes, exactly. And you don't need drugs to do it. You could just use a cup of coffee, a can of Coke, cans of Coke if you need to, but it works. It really works. So then while you're working on that, also prevent yourself from getting migraine headaches, is to know what the trigger is, because in quantum energy transformation, you can release the triggers. So if it were peanut butter or wine or looking at the light, or if it's something else, or emotionally, if you can spot what it is, you could release it, and therefore you won't get the trigger anymore. Right. So if nothing starts the migraine, you won't have the migraine.
Exactly.
And the other thing to do is, of course, with quantum energy transformation, we work at the identity level to help you shift and transform your headaches so that you don't get them anymore, which is what I did. I didn't work at the lower level. I worked at the higher level to say, listen, I don't want these migraines anymore. I want to be a person who no longer requires the migraine. And what I mean by that is I no longer require being shoved into my body and grounded. I no longer need to use it to dispel fear. Also, migraines can be an excuse. Sometimes people cannot say no, so they get migraine. So
Oh,
someone says, will you come to the party? And they're like, I really don't want to go to this
this
party.
party. Right.
And so all of a sudden, right before they go to the party, they're getting ready and they're ready to go and everything's good and migraine. And they say,
Bam.
oh, I can't go now.
Right.
So
Oh,
it could definitely be an excuse. So one
okay.
thing is to learn how to say no will also help you get rid of migraine.
Well, that's a great lesson for all of us to learn.
Absolutely.
Goodness. Well, Joshua, this has been so enlightening today. Thank you so much for taking time to answer questions on this important topic, because I know a lot of people in your community suffer from migraines. So I'm hoping that this will be useful in helping them know what they need to do to finally rid themselves of this interrupter in their life so they can truly live the best life possible. So,
Absolutely. And we also, offer private sessions, and our Come to
mhm.
the Edge program would also benefit people for
Right.
like getting rid of these permanently. So you can achieve the goal. I'm living proof that you no longer have to have migraines.
Right.
You can have that experience too. And here's the
Right.
bottom line, is before we go, I know we're extending here, but doctors don't have an answer. There
No.
really is not an answer. I've spoken to medical doctors in the migraine industry,
Hmm.
and they're looking for ways to solve the problem, but there is no resource. And I'll tell you why there's no resource. Because to really change migraine headaches, you need to shift at the identity level. And
Right.
when they're putting pills into the body at the environmental level,
Hmm.
it doesn't get to the identity.
Not
So
at
you
all.
never shift it.
Right. Exactly.
So they want to have tools,
Mhm.
and these people are caring people who want to help people,
Sure.
but they
Sure.
just don't know the secret that I'm telling you, that when you
Exactly.
shift your identity, migraine headaches go away. Okay. Well, thanks so much, Anza.
Thanks, Joshua. See you soon.
How was that? Wasn't that awesome? Didn't you learn a whole lot about migraine headaches that you never knew about, huh? All right. Well, if you experience migraine headaches, drop a 1. And if you don't, drop a 2. All right, now, if you have any questions for me, join us on Facebook by going to our Facebook group, Emotionally Free TV. Also, you can go directly to the group by typing in www.facebook.com/groups/emotionally free TV. Again, that's www.facebook.com/groups/emotionally free TV. Awesome. If you'd like help with your transformation, maybe you're having some difficulty with migraine headaches or anything else for that matter, well, I have coaches that are amazing that can help you get where you want to be. So if you'd like help from them, just go ahead and email us at help@beingquantum.com. Again, that's help@beingquantum.com. I'll spell it out. Help, HELP, at being, BEING, quantum, QUANTUM.com. All right, great. Now let's jump in here to a guided connection. I want to take you through a guided connection that's really going to change your life. We're going to do what we call a pain release guided connection. Now, to release pain in the body, it's really key to get away from the pain. So if you are having pain in your head, for example, from a migraine headache, we're going to release the pain from your head. Well, how do we do that? Well, first, we've got to take our attention away from the head. See, when we get a migraine, what happens is our attention is pulled right to where the pain is in the head. And then we focus on it. Well, what do you think happens? Well, whatever you focus on, wherever your attention is, grows. So, yeah, your pain's going to get worse if you focus on it. So it's key to get out of your head. Well, how do you do that? Well, you simply put your awareness at the base of your spine. So let's do that now. Just taking a deep breath and drop your attention down to the tailbone, to the base of your spine. Take a moment to do that, and I'll do the same. Excellent. Now, with your attention at the base of the spine, let's go through this experience and feel the pain as it releases. With your attention at the base of your spine, allow the pain to go down from your head and let it pull down the body. Pull it down, 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 and down to the tailbone. So now you're just pulling the pain from your head to the tailbone, right where your attention is. So remember, keep your attention at the base of your spine, and then pull, without bringing your attention up, just sort of invite the pain to come down with it. And then bring the pain from the tailbone down your legs and out your feet. So we're going to bring it down into the earth so it can get neutralized by your earth energy that you're connected to with your feet. So let's do that right now. So with your attention at the base of your spine, bring your awareness down even deeper into the base of your spine and just invite the energy that's pain in your head down the body, down, that's it, all the way to your attention. And then continue the flow down your legs and out your feet into the earth. Take a moment to do that. Breathing is good. It really does help. With each breath, allow the pain to go down the body. And more. And again. Excellent. Do you feel less pain, or maybe did the pain go away? You could even spend up to 15 or 20 minutes to do this, and many times it will release in just 5 minutes. So have that intention that it's going to release quickly and see what happens for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed that release today and really got some benefit from it. Now, here are some bloopers. Oh shoot. Oh, poo. What I'm doing, we gotta do it all again. Free, oops. Again. Next week's call is going to be just as awesome as today's. We're going to be talking about Life Force Awakening, and we're going to learn all about this modality by offering you some tips and tools. Awaken your life force energy with powerful healing tools. Get ready to awaken your inner healer and live the life of your dreams. Join me as I teach you how to ignite your life force energy and unleash your true potential next week on Emotionally Free TV.
Take on your day, take on your life, take on the moment in this time. Open your heart, open some space, create your life in just that way. Take on your day, take on your life, take on the moment in this time. Open your heart, open some space, create your life in just that way.